Coach, heartbreaking loss for you guys last week. How's the team responded?
Responded really well. There's not much else you can do besides kind of get back on the horse and get going. So it was a tough one. Obviously caused herself to be in that position a lot of different ways throughout the game, but they responded well. It's been a fun week of practice, and guys seem to get over it after your regular 24-hour period, and where we go.
Another road match this week. UMary. What can you tell us about them, and what are you guys gonna have to do all to bring on another road victory?
Well, they're a little bit different on offense. They run triple option, so that'd be a little unique in that sense. Defensively, they're aggressive. They blitz a lot, so we'll have to protect the quarterback, be able to run the ball. But they're a young team. Hopefully, we can get on them. I think in certain games when they've gotten confidence like they did against Southwest State, they had a chance to. I mean, they were winning the third quarter against a good football team. So teams that have gotten up on them, I think they lose a little bit of confidence and have had success against them.
Obviously, third quarter is probably one you want to forget from last week, but it seems like third quarter maybe has been a little bit of a problem here for you guys a little bit, just when you get up, and you think it's just a mental thing maybe for your offense, or both offense and defense, I guess, but especially last week I think it was both.
Last weekend there was a lot of different things that occurred in that quarter that caused us to have issues, but you couldn't have drawn it up any worse for us. First play, big touchdown. 2 plays later, turnover, another big touchdown. So we didn't even have a chance to catch our breath, and we were back into a dogfight there. But it's something that we addressed with the team. We're going to change a few things up at halftime. We're going to come out earlier and get back, almost like we do our pregame before the game starts. So you'll see us out there pushing people all the way at halftime so we can get warmed up a little bit quicker. So it has been, and it's odd. We really haven't had that issue before. So hopefully we can address that and get moving on.
Obviously, I was looking at the Mary's numbers. They're a bit more rushing team than the passing team looks like. I know Sioux Falls you mentioned it. You had a really good rushing attack last week, and they were able to use it. How do you see it, guys, against the run this week?
Well, let's start out with just tackling somebody. That would be beneficial for our defense. So we struggled with that. It's something that we addressed. It's just playing football, and it's going to happen at times when they got good players. They're going to make a play. You just don't want to see it on 5 consecutive drives. So, we pride ourselves on playing good, solid, fundamental defense, and hopefully we're able to apply that back to a little bit different scheme this week.
I do want to ask you on that last. I don't want to go back to that last play, but that last play, what did you see on the sideline there from your vantage point last week?
Yeah, saw him fumble the ball. So it's unfortunate. I'll tell you exactly what happened in the game. It was 8 minutes to go. I said, hey, we score, we're going for 2 regardless. Just happened to be with 17 seconds to go in the game. I don't know if you guys watched the NDSU versus Iowa game. I thought they had a really good game plan of what they were going to do. But if I go back in time and people are like, why didn't you kick it? I'll give you an example of how quickly it got back. I got off the bus. I had my little nephew from Chicago was up with my brother-in-law sleeping in my house, not for long after this, but I walk in and they woke up, 6 o'clock in the morning. My little nephew's like, hey, Uncle Brent, why didn't you kick the extra point? And I was like, yeah, all right, thanks, go to bed or go home, one or the other. But you know what? I wouldn't change it. And I think, honestly, I wouldn't change the play. If you watched it, just ideal. The ball hit his knee. That's really what happened. I think 90 out of 100 times he probably scored. John was obviously ate up about it, but if I had to do it again, I'd want him having the ball, and we had the right play, everything was right, we just ended up not executing. So that's kind of what happened through the end of the game there.
Yeah, I watched it a couple times. It looked like it was sort of a weird, then just kind of popped out. I don't even know. Yeah, one of those weird fluke type things, it seems like.
He lost his balance when he was cutting, that was the deal. And he kind of put his hand down and his left knee, had the ball in his left hand like he should have, and left knee hit ball bounced out of the end zone. So it happens. But I'll tell you this much, there's 120 other plays that really made the deciding factor. It's not all on him. The special teams, the defense, the offensive side, we all could have done better. And it really shouldn't have came down to that, to be honest with you. Defensively, if we'd have just, hey, at halftime, I'll be honest, I was like, hey, if we hold them to 21 in the second half, we'll win, and we would have. And that's really what the difference was. So our side of the ball has got to do better to limit big plays, and our offense is doing their job.
All right, Niko, tough one last week. How do you get back into the game after dramatic loss like that, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but we just had to put the past behind us. That was the main focus this week. Come back to work and then just keep our focus on Mary.
Yeah, I don't know. Third quarter was sort of a. I mean, that was the main problem for you guys. Obviously, you live with that in the third quarter. They don't make as many big plays. You probably have an easier time getting the W. Anything that you guys noticed after watching the tape that were big problem areas for you that third quarter?
It was just a little busted coverages, but I mean, we'll get it figured out this week. We're putting the past behind us, like I said. Our main focus is just from here on out.
How's the team really responded so far this week? You know, after that tough loss, you guys, played well in that first half and then ended up losing. How have you guys responded?
Oh, I think we've came out great. The intensity Tuesday in practice, it was higher than I actually thought it would be, but coming off a tough loss like that, we just got to focus up on our next opponent and not worry about what happened last week.
What do you know about Mary? What they like to do?
They brought in a new offense, and our coaches got a great game plan for it, and we all trust our coaches, so everyone's got to do their job, and we'll come out with the W, I feel.
I know that when Coach Bagnall was there, they like to pass a little bit more. It seems like they're more focused on the run now. Obviously, they don't have him throwing the passes, so how do you think you guys will respond against the rushing offense? I know last week against Sioux Falls, they've got a pretty good one.
Yeah, like I said, we had the coach's game plan's perfect. Just as long as everyone executes their jobs, I think we'll do fine.
And I guess just your first game in the North. How important is it to win this first one and get the?
It's very important. I mean, we have to. After last week, we had to come off with a statement, moving into the North now, and just focus.
All right, Christian, it's a similar question last week. Obviously, it's a tough loss. How do you respond this week?
I think we just our consistency. I think the first 3 games we came out, full blast in the first half, and then kind of hit a wall. It seemed like in the second half. So I think just working on our consistency in practice and just keeping that intensity level high.
What did you see on that last play? Were you on the field for it?
I was not. Love the call. Love the play call. I think Jawan just kind of slipped in before the end zone there, and it's a play he makes 9 times out of 10.
You guys see? I mean, obviously the coaches seem to be pretty convinced. I mean, after you guys got into the red zone, it seemed like they were running it down, and like you knew you're probably gonna set it up to go for 2 and then take at the end. So
yep.
I mean, you guys were able to execute at the end, make the plays, make the drive after sort of that rough third quarter. So I guess what does that say about your team, sort of at least being able to bounce back?
Right. I think we're a resilient team. We faced some adversity in the second half, like I said, in the first 3 games and against Sioux Falls. So we just gotta work on our consistency. I'm sure Coach Bolte talked about that. But we are a resilient group, and I think we just gotta just keep moving forward.
Moving on to the North now, pretty much you guys get to start all over again. How important is it, with this stretch of your schedule coming up to kind of rebound a little bit?
Oh, absolutely, huge. I think our team goal is to go undefeated in the North, and it starts with Mary this Saturday. We know we're going to get everybody's best game. We're kind of the team to beat in the North right now. So we just got to, focus up.
What have you seen from them? I don't know if you've watched any tape or anything yet, but.
Yeah, I know they like to run the ball. I trust our defense will, shut that down. As far as offense, we just got to, execute and do our jobs, and I think we'll be fine.
I guess obviously that third quarter was kind of a nightmare for you guys last week. What do you do to? I know you said the past 3 weeks too. It was a problem obviously against a team like Sioux Falls.
Right.
It's going to be harder to win when you have a bad third quarter. I know Coach Bolte was saying maybe fixing some things coming out of halftime. Is there anything else that you guys have noticed that maybe you need to make sure that you shore up, not get too complacent?
Yeah, I think it's not that we weren't, satisfied. We just need to kind of have that killer mentality coming out in the second half, just to bury teams. Usually, the first 4 games we had a pretty big lead at half, so we just kind of got to work on that killer mentality.